So today, guys, we're going to be looking at an incredibly rich passage from the letter of Galatians. Before we jump into the text, let's take a moment, understand the context surrounding this letter. So, as Paul's relationship with the Galatian believers is profound and a bit complex. Originally, he visited them and preached the gospel with passion and authenticity, right? They welcomed him warmly, recognizing the significant investment in their spiritual lives. In fact, he mentions the Galatians in Galatians 4:14 that they treat him like an angel of God, right? Which tells us how much they appreciated his presence and his message. You know, uh, and as time went on, those beloved believers found themselves swayed by some persuasive influences, creating a rift in their relationship with Paul, and their understanding of the gospel. Now, why is this so important, right? It's important to explore this emotional and spiritual connection that Paul has with with the church of Galatia. For Paul, it wasn't about preaching and then moving on, right? His heart was tied to these people. He had invested his life into their faith, right? And the sudden shift, in their attitudes weighed really, really heavily on him. In fact, in verses 19 through 20, he expresses this by using a metaphor of childbirth, right? Indicating a deep personal anguish that he felt as he watched them struggle to embrace the truth. This shows us an authentic relationship. This shows us that authentic relationships are at the core of our faith, right? Echoing the broader theme of community throughout Scripture.